Understanding nationalism, a multifaceted political principle. Nationalism is a complex political principle that asserts the alignment of a nation with its state. Scholars often define nationalism as the belief that a shared identity, typically based on culture, language, ethnicity, or history, should coincide with political governance. In essence, nationalism emphasizes that the state should represent the interests and identity of its people, forming a congress between the people and the state apparatus. Lisa Wedden, a notable scholar in this field, articulates that nationalist ideology presupposes a fundamental relationship between the citizens of a nation and the governing authority. The nation becomes the central community around which loyalty and identity revolve. This perspective elevates the nation to a position of paramount importance, often prioritizing its interests above all else. Such an emphasis on national identity can lead to both a sense of belonging and a drive for autonomy as groups seek to preserve their distinctiveness and ensure their governance. The dimensions of nationalism. At its core, nationalism is concerned with the flourishing of the nation. This broad focus can be dissected into more specific aims: national autonomy, national identity, and national unity. National autonomy refers to the desire for self-governance and political independence, allowing a nation to make decisions that reflect its unique character and needs. This pursuit often emerges from historical experiences of colonization, oppression, or marginalization, prompting groups to assert their right to self-determination. National identity, on the other hand, involves the collective understanding of what it means to belong to a particular nation. This can encompass shared history, cultural practices, language, and values that bind individuals together. The process of fostering a national identity is often both historical and contemporary, relying on narratives that celebrate a nation's heritage and its aspirations. Lastly, national unity emphasizes the importance of cohesion among members of the nation. In many cases, this can lead to efforts aimed at reducing internal divisions, whether they are based on ethnicity, class, or regional differences. National unity is often portrayed as essential for the strength and stability of the nation, as it aims to present a united front in the face of external challenges. The emergence and evolution of nationalism. The idea of nationalism posits that once a group has recognized itself as a nation, it claims a natural right to a defined territory. This claim is rooted in the belief that a nation must have the autonomy to govern itself and control its own affairs. However, the concept of nationalism is far from universally accepted, leading to considerable debate among scholars. One of the central controversies regarding nationalism revolves around its origins. When did nationalism emerge? Others may adopt exclusionary stances that prioritize a singular national identity over all else. This contestation often manifests in political and social movements. In many countries, nationalist movements have emerged in response to perceived threats to cultural or political autonomy, whether from foreign influence or internal divisions. These movements can foster a sense of pride and belonging, but can also lead to tensions, particularly when they emphasize ethnic or cultural homogeneity at the expense of minority rights. Furthermore, nationalism can play a dual role in the international arena. On one hand, it can promote solidarity and cooperation among nations, fostering peace and collaboration. On the other hand, it can lead to conflict and competition, as nations assert their interests and seek to dominate others. The tension between national pride and international cooperation remains a central challenge in today's globalized world. Nationalism in contemporary context. In the contemporary context, nationalism has experienced a resurgence in various forms. Globalization, migration, and economic change have prompted reactions from different segments of society. In some instances, this has resulted in a renewed emphasis on national identity and sovereignty, often accompanied by populist movements that call for stronger borders and a focus on domestic issues. These modern expressions of nationalism are complex and multifaceted. They can manifest as benign efforts to celebrate cultural heritage and identity, or they can take on more exclusionary tones, leading to xenophobia and intolerance. As societies grapple with questions of identity, belonging, and governance, the challenge remains to navigate these complexities in ways that promote inclusivity and understanding. Conclusion. In summary, nationalism is a multifaceted political principle that encompasses a range of ideas regarding identity, governance, and autonomy. While it serves as a source of pride and belonging for many, it is also a contested concept, leading to debates about its origins, meanings, and implications. As we navigate the complexities of nationalism in a rapidly changing world, it is essential to engage with its diverse expressions thoughtfully, recognizing both its potential for unity and the risks of exclusion and division.